So resource leveling and resource smoothing, they are somehow balanced and interconnected with each other. Talking about it, it says resource optimization is used to adjust the start and finish dates of activities to just planned resource used to be equal or less than resource availability. Now, resource leveling and resource smoothing are two techniques used where leveling focus on moving the resources. Resource leveling basically focuses on the moving of the resources, so how they can react, how they can be scheduled, and smoothing focuses on moving the activities. In resource leveling, the resource leveling can be used when shared or critically required resources are allocated, such as when a resource has been assigned or two or more activities during the same time period. So basically its work is to control the time management, to have the time management, it is a part of it. In resource leveling, we use to manage our resources and our time according to our required timetable and a project baseline, so we can complete our project in time and efficient. Resource leveling can often cause the original critical path to change. The critical path of the project may be changed due to resource leveling. So below, the critical path changes as resources are allocated during the same time period and need to change. Here we have a graph which shows how the critical paths are changed so that we can balance the project timing and duration by using resource leveling. In before we have the start and activity A, its time, activity B and its time, and activity C. They are completed within 2 days. Activity A plus activity B, and the second day we have activity C. But after resource leveling, what we have, there is a timetable divided into the projects, so can we work it smoothly. So there are 3 days and time distributed, activities distributed. In resource smoothing, normally adjust the activities of schedule model. In resource smoothing, activities may only be delayed within their free and total cost. The critical path is not changed. Below shows the activity that could move based on resource smoothing design and the critical path is not changed. Here there is an example of resource smoothing. We can see where the critical path does not change, but it only focuses on the activities. Now talking about the resource strategies. So resource leveling, we can say it's an optimization method, a project management for balancing the work, optimization of the resources and using the 100% of it. And there are some strategies related to the resource leveling. Critical path method, basically we can see its graph clearly shows that the starting of the project and the end of the project. By continuing through the process that which is called the critical path, calculates project duration and scheduling flexibility based on critical and non-critical activities. It clearly tells us about the methods and the duration and the scheduling flexibility, so we can schedule our project accordingly, so we could complete it as soon as possible on the fixed time, on the given time, so we improve our work and improve the economy, reduce the cost, and all the benefits we can get by time duration. And the other strategy of resource leveling is a critical chain method. In critical chain method, what it calculates project duration based on task dependencies and resource limitations. And the critical part, project duration and scheduling flexibility based on the critical and non-critical activities. But in critical chain method, it calculates the duration based on task dependencies. So here we check the what type of tasks, how many tasks, and what in what duration we have to complete the task. The given data, if we have the given data, and we use the strategies of resource leveling such as critical chain method, we see the task dependencies and the resource limitations, that how much resources we have and how much we have left or we can use them. And third, the strategy is crashing. Crashing, it simply says that it shortens project timelines by assigning additional resources. So if we have projects and we have to complete them efficiently and on the given time, then we use the strategy of resource leveling as a crashing, because in which we have a short time duration, basically mostly, so we have to complete it on time. Then what we do, we assign some additional resources, such as we assign some additional fuels, other resources, or some pupils, they can work for us. And additional assigning of the resources may be permanent or may be temporary, it can be any type. And the last strategy of resource leveling is fast tracking. In fast tracking, basically tells us about the balancing of the resource and working them in a parallel. So it what does it do? Speeds up projects by running activities in parallel. So we have the task, we have the project, and we have to work properly in a given time. Then we use fast tracking strategy of resource leveling, as we speed up the project by running activities in parallel. As we show in the diagram, it clearly says that the one shows us the yellow coloring, that it is the starting of a project, and we are balancing the duration in a parallel sequence, distributing it, and here the cross shows its ending point. So by using resource leveling strategies, we have the advantages of efficient work, we can improve our skills, we can use temporary resources to speed our project, and to gain our most to gain our profit as high as possible, and speed up our process in a sequence, and distribute the resources accordingly so they could work properly in a sequence, and we could give the high efficiency of our project.